Welcome, fellow travelers, to a different kind of European adventure. Today we're exploring a phenomenon that's becoming increasingly common in Europe: tourist fatigue. We're counting down the top 10 European cities that are saying, "Hold on a minute," to the relentless waves of tourists. These cities are undeniably beautiful, steeped in history and brimming with culture, but their very allure has, in a way, become their Achilles heel. Venice? The city of canals, gondolas and romantic bridges. It's a place that seems to float on magic. Or at least it used to. Venice is facing a real-life struggle against being loved to death. The sheer volume of tourists, particularly those arriving on massive cruise ships, has begun to erode the very fabric of this fragile city. Imagine narrow alleyways designed for quiet strolls, now jammed with tour groups. Picture the gentle lapping of water against gondolas drowned out by the roar of motorboat engines. Venice is fighting back, though. They've implemented measures to limit the size and number of cruise ships allowed to dock. And they've introduced a tourist tax, a small fee that goes towards preserving Venice's cultural treasures and infrastructure. So, if you dream of gliding down the Grand Canal, remember to tread lightly and savor the true spirit of this extraordinary city. Barcelona, the vibrant capital of Catalonia, pulses with energy. From the whimsical architecture of Gaudi to the bustling La Rambla and the sun-drenched beaches, Barcelona has it all. But this popularity has come at a cost. Over the past few years, Barcelona has become a poster child for the downsides of over-tourism. Locals have grown increasingly frustrated with the constant influx of visitors, leading to protests and calls for a more sustainable approach to tourism. The city is taking action, though. They've implemented stricter regulations on tourist accommodations, cracking down on illegal rentals and promoting more responsible options. Barcelona wants you to experience its unique blend of Catalan culture, but they're urging visitors to do so with respect and awareness. Perched on the Dalmatian coast, Dubrovnik is a vision of terracotta rooftops and gleaming limestone streets, all encircled by imposing medieval walls. It's no wonder this UNESCO World Heritage Site has become a magnet for tourists, especially fans of a certain fantasy TV show. But Dubrovnik, with its compact historic centre, is feeling the strain of its own popularity. The narrow streets, once bustling with merchants and residents, can become impassable during peak season. To protect its heritage and quality of life for residents, Dubrovnik has taken some decisive steps. They've implemented a strict limit on the number of tourists allowed within the city walls at any given time. Dubrovnik remains a captivating destination, steeped in history and offering stunning views of the Adriatic. Just remember to plan ahead, pack your patience, and embrace the slower pace of life within the city walls. Amsterdam, the Netherlands' vibrant capital, is renowned for its canals, bicycles, and, let's be honest, its liberal attitude. But beneath the surface of this seemingly carefree city lies a growing tension between its free-spirited image and the realities of mass tourism. The red light district, in particular, has become a focal point of this struggle. What was once a place where anything went is now grappling with issues like overcrowding, public nuisance and exploitation. The city is taking steps to clean up the area, promoting respect for residents and discouraging rowdy behavior. Amsterdam's challenges extend beyond the red light district. The sheer volume of tourists has put a strain on the city's infrastructure and housing market. Amsterdam is responding by implementing stricter regulations on tourist rentals and promoting alternative accommodations outside the city centre. Santorini, paradise lost and hopefully found. Picture this: whitewashed houses clinging to volcanic cliffs, sapphire blue waters sparkling in the Aegean sun, and breathtaking sunsets that paint the sky in a riot of colours. Santorini is the stuff of travel brochures and dreams. But this idyllic island paradise is facing a challenge that threatens its very existence: over-tourism. The sheer number of visitors, particularly those arriving on massive cruise ships, has put a strain on Santorini's fragile infrastructure and environment. Santorini is taking steps to protect itself. They've limited the number of cruise ship passengers allowed to disembark each day, and they're encouraging visitors to explore beyond the most popular villages of Oia and Fira. Santorini is also promoting sustainable tourism practices, encouraging visitors to respect the island's environment and cultural heritage. They're highlighting alternative activities like hiking, wine tasting, and exploring ancient ruins. Prague, the city of 100 spires, is a fairy tale destination. Gothic architecture, cobblestone lanes, and a vibrant cultural scene make it a favorite among travelers. But even this Central European gem isn't immune to the challenges of overtourism. The influx of visitors, while a boon to the economy, has also led to rising prices, crowded streets, and a sense that the city's center is losing its authentic character. Prague is fighting back, though. They've implemented stricter regulations on noise pollution, particularly from the infamous beer bikes that have become a nuisance to residents. They're also promoting responsible tourism practices, encouraging visitors to explore beyond the main square and discover the city's hidden gems. Prague wants you to experience its rich history, from its medieval castles to its communist past. Reykjavik, the world's northernmost capital, is a city where colorful houses huddle against a backdrop of volcanic landscapes. It's a place where you can soak in geothermal pools under the midnight sun and witness the ethereal beauty of the northern lights. But Iceland's popularity as a tourist destination has skyrocketed in recent years, and Reykjavik, the gateway to this natural wonderland, is feeling the pressure. The city is grappling with how to balance the economic benefits of tourism with the need to protect its pristine environment and unique culture. Reykjavik is taking steps to promote responsible tourism. They're encouraging visitors to venture beyond the capital, exploring the wild beauty of Iceland's interior. They're promoting off-season travel when the crowds are thinner and the northern lights put on their most spectacular shows. Reykjavik wants you to experience the magic of Iceland, but they're urging you to do so with respect and awareness. Bruges, Belgium, is a city straight out of a medieval fairy tale. Canals meander through its heart, reflecting the gabled houses and cobblestone streets. It's a place where time seems to have stood still, and that's precisely what makes it so appealing. But Bruges' timeless charm has, in a way, become its biggest challenge. The sheer volume of day trippers, particularly those arriving by bus from nearby Brussels and Amsterdam, has led to overcrowding and a sense that the city is becoming more theme park than authentic destination. Bruges is taking action, though. They've implemented measures to limit the number of tourist buses allowed within the city centre, and they're encouraging visitors to stay overnight, experiencing the city's quieter side after the day trippers have departed. Bruges is also promoting sustainable tourism practices, encouraging visitors to explore beyond the main square and discover the city's hidden courtyards, charming canals, and world-class chocolate shops. Nestled between a shimmering lake and towering mountains, Hallstatt, Austria, is the epitome of picturesque. Its colourful houses, reflected in the crystal-clear waters, seem almost too perfect to be real. It's no wonder this tiny village has become an Instagram sensation. But Hallstatt's beauty has come at a price. The influx of tourists, drawn by its fairy tale setting, has overwhelmed the village's limited infrastructure and resources. To regain control and preserve their way of life, Hallstatt has taken some drastic measures. They've implemented a tourist quota, limiting the number of visitors allowed in the village each day. Hallstatt is also promoting alternative forms of tourism, such as ecotourism and cultural experiences that have a lower impact on the environment and local community. Cinque Terre, Italy's Five Lands, is a string of colourful villages clinging to the rugged Ligurian coastline. Connected by ancient hiking trails and a scenic train line, these villages offer breathtaking views and a taste of traditional Italian life. But Cinque Terre's beauty is also its fragility. The steep slopes, prone to erosion, and the narrow trails designed for mules and villagers are struggling to cope with the influx of tourists. Cinque Terre has taken steps to protect itself. They've implemented a ticketing system, limiting the number of visitors allowed on the trails each day. They've also closed certain sections of the trails for restoration and are encouraging visitors to explore alternative routes and activities. Cinque Terre is also promoting responsible tourism practices, encouraging visitors to respect the environment, support local businesses, and embrace the slower pace of life that makes this region so special. Thanks for joining me on this journey through some of Europe's most iconic and overcrowded destinations. It's clear that tourism, while a vital part of many economies, can also have unintended consequences. Remember, while these cities may not be rolling out the welcome mat for tourists in the same way they used to, there are plenty of other beautiful destinations waiting to be explored. So, the next time you're planning your European adventure, consider venturing off the beaten path. Embrace the spirit of slow travel, connect with local communities, and remember that the best travel experiences are often those that are mindful, respectful, and leave a positive impact on the places we visit.